the working document will go backwards and forwards right up until the night before the hearing at least. Sometimes even into the hearing morning with little tweaks being made. Now, the final evidence deadline has nothing to do with the working document. You don't need to worry about the working document at your final evidence deadline. It's not evidence. It's totally out of that process. However, when you fill in your case review form, you will have to then say which working document you are up to and send a copy. It's fine if that's working document 1. If it's still the first one out of the local authority, you just put, we're on working document 1, this is the date. But I would advise, if you're on working document 1 still at the case review form date, that you put a note in to say why you're still on number 1. So, I'm still working on version 2 and I'm planning to have it ready to return to the local authority by the end of next week. Or I'm working on version 2, but I'm waiting for an educational psychology report, which isn't due until next month, and then I will get it back to the local authority. Because what the judge is doing with the case review form is checking that everyone's doing what they should be doing, or they're going to call a case review meeting and read the riot act to someone. So if you're on version 2 or version 3 already, great. But if you're still on version 1 at the case review form, it's not a problem, but just explain yourself so the judge knows that you are well aware and that you're on it.
So can I just link him back to my previous question with the Ed Psych doing an addendum? Yeah. Do I continue the working document until I've got his addendum so that can then be added into the working document?
Your hearing isn't till well into next year, is it?
April next year.
You're the April the 1st. Okay. No, then there's absolutely no rush. If you were telling me that you were a phased transition appeal and your appeal was being heard, next month, then I would say it might be worth getting a number 2 back to the local authority, then doing a number 3 when you get the addendum. But seeing as you've got all the time in the world, I wouldn't do that. I would wait until I've got all the evidence and do my second working document in one fell swoop. The other thing to just say about working documents is that it's not tennis. All right. So the local authority bat it to you. Yeah. Number 1, you pick it up and you turn it into number 2 and you bat it back to the local authority. You don't have to wait for the local authority to bat it back to you before you can amend it again. Okay. You can pick it up at any point and you can so you can send number 2 back and then you can get more evidence. You can update number 2, call it number 3 and send it back to the local authority. That's why I say it's not tennis. You haven't got to wait till it comes back to you to change it again. You can do 2, 3, 4 all in a row before the local authority do anything. It doesn't matter.
But you don't want to go into the realms that we've had before with a parent who got onto working document number 17, and that then had to be completely rewritten because it was so far away from anything that had first been produced that it caused all manner of difficulty. So there's a limit.
Yeah. Okay. And have you seen our working document blog?
I haven't looked at that yet, no.
Look at it. It will give you step-by-step guidance of exactly how to complete a working document. One final thing. Sorry, working documents are like my pet thing. Can you tell?
You love them.
I do love them. One final thing is it does say somewhere in some of the bumps that comes out with all those hundreds of emails from tribunal with your case directions, don't use footnotes in the working document. People come back to me on that all the time. Just ignore it. Solicitors and always use footnotes in a working document. I always use footnotes in a working document. Every tribunal I've been in, the judge has commented and said, thank you for footnoting the working document. It's made it so clear to read. So do use footnotes, but simplify it for the judge. So anything that, if you've got comments down the side as well, get rid of those before it goes back to the judge. They don't want to read the whole dialogue between you and the local authority. But yeah, definitely use footnotes, and the blog will explain exactly how to do that.